I tell you what, wish me luck right now, because this is the very first time. This is my first attempt at streaming this way, especially turning this usually produced segment, which is the 2-minute Bottleshare update, into a live segment. And I think I want to do that because of this whole new setup, and it seems like a lot of fun. So I'm going to give it a shot. You guys tell me if you like it. If you prefer the produced segment, drop it down in the comments and let me know. If you prefer the live version of it, also let me know. Just, let me know. First thing I'm going to do is pull this up and make sure that I'm live and absolutely verify. And I'm going to share it to my page, of course. Right post. Include original post. Come join me. This is happening right now. Look at that. I'm posting that right now. Guys, friends, family, acquaintances, and strangers alike, how you guys doing? My name is Christopher Glenn, and you are tuned into another 2-minute Bottleshare update. Now tell me, who heard the music? Who just heard that music drop? Because I sure as hell did. I'm going to miss that, man. Anyway, I've only got 2 minutes, which is typically not how long this takes. Usually it takes a little bit longer than that, but excuse me, roll with us today as we kind of figure out what works, what doesn't work. And this whole entire time that I've been speaking to you, I haven't had my microphone plugged in. Look at that. This is live, baby. Hold on, let me make sure that I unmute you. I put on this here. And here we go. Does my radio voice sound way better through this microphone? Hopefully you can hear me through this microphone. Let me pull up my screen again and make sure. That's how that goes. All right, guys, so we got some news for you. I'm going to quit messing around. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really do appreciate it. As always, this is a lot of fun. I love having the opportunity to do what I do in this life, live my life for something greater than myself. It is just, it's the most fulfilling, and it's magical, right? I really don't know how to describe it. So thank you all so very much for all of your constant support, all of your constant love. There's so many cool things that are happening right now. Just got a message from a good friend of mine. Something big is about to happen, still here in Georgia, just not so local, not in the Atlanta area. So I was super stoked on that. There's a little breadcrumb hint for you right there. Of course, the Believe in Beer has just killed it. You guys, I don't even know who. It's incredible to know that people that I've never met in my life purchased that beer. And I'm hoping that the reason that they did is because the message got across, right? There's a mission behind the message, behind the beer, behind what we did together, and it worked, right? People heard that message, people felt that message, and people responded, and that's absolutely amazing. And so I want to give a big shout out to everybody that has supported and purchased the Believe in Beer. All of you that are going to purchase the Believe in Beer here pretty soon, once it gets to Georgia, I couldn't be happier. We had 600 cases that we had to sell up at Mobcraft, and they were gone in about a week. So I don't know what to say. I'm so humbled. I'm honored. I'm flattered. I'm excited. I'm fired up, and I couldn't be happier. So all 600 cases have spread across the United States. Our shipment should be here sometime next week. Bridge Patel and Bridge from the owner of Sprayberry Bottle Shop and Bottleshare, are going to be doing a release day at Sprayberry Bottle Shop the day that we release it. So we're not going to make it a big event, right? Everybody wear their masks. Everybody adhere to the social distancing guidelines. But we are going to have a release day. And what that means is I'm going to go in there. I'm going to set up a table. We're going to have a little booth. I get to talk to you guys as people are coming in and purchasing the beer and answer any questions that you may have. So we're really excited for that. So keep an eye out for that on the Facebook, on our Facebook posts, and as soon as we get the information on when the retailers are going to be getting it nationwide, we're going to release that to everybody. So please just bear with us for just a couple more days. Let's see, gratuity from Wild Leap. So I don't know if you guys remember, but there's this really, really good, super crushable beer out there called Gratuity, and it's made by Wild Leap. It's absolutely incredible what they're doing. 10% of all proceeds from the sales of that beer year round. It is a core beer of theirs now. So year round, 10% on a quarterly basis are going to be donated back to Bottleshare. Guys, that's huge. So anytime you see a 12 pack or you're at the bar, pick yourself up some Gratuity. It's super easy drinking. It's very delicious. And we couldn't be more appreciative of Wild Leap. By the way, Wild Leap is the beer of the month at Taco Mac here locally. So if you're going in, Gratuity is on tap. It's one of those beers that are going to be flowing all month long. So if you find yourself in a Taco Mac, make sure to ask your waiter or waitress if they can serve you up a tasty pint of Gratuity. Because remember, 10% of all of those proceeds go back to Bottleshare. And then in return, that money goes back out to the workers within the craft beverage industry. Damn, that's awesome. Okay, last but not least, unfortunately, we had to cancel Brownie Bash. I know, boo. I wish I had like some sound effects. Maybe one day. We'll get there. We're working on it. Anyway, so it was a total bummer, but it was a decision that we all felt comfortable making. We all know it was the right thing to do, especially with, the spikes and the deaths, and I have very close friends that were hanging on by a thread in the hospital. I messaged him a couple of times, just checking in on him and making sure he was okay. But man, he had a tough time. It was brutal. It was real. And so we did it, out of the socially responsible thing to do. And I truly believe that with all my heart. So it is a bummer. I totally get it. I share those feelings. But in return, we're going to be doing something really cool with Pontoon. So Pontoon's actually going to be releasing a bunch of the collaborations that they did in preparation for this festival over weekend periods. So instead of having 500, 600, 700 people all gathered around for this big beer festival, they're going to cut it up into the weekends and roll it out a little more softly, just to do it the right way. So, but what that means is the very first weekend, which is going to be September 12th, which is still the weekend of what Brownie Bash was supposed to do. That's when they'll have their first release. Then every Saturday after that for 4 Saturdays. So Bottleshare is going to be there on the second and the fourth weekend of their Brownie Bites. I don't necessarily want to call them events, but the Brownie Bite edition of what was Brownie Bash. So anyway, we'll set up a booth there. We'll be there answering questions. We'll be there drinking beers with you guys. We'll be there high-fiving y'all, or air-fiving at least. But we will be there, and we're really excited to do it. So with that being said, now that all of the tickets and everything have been refunded, and that was a big fundraiser for Bottleshare. So we're trying to come up with various other creative ways to do so. So we went out and bought a bunch of table tents that we're going to put up in Pontoon. So you can make it easy. If you still wanted to make a donation to Bottleshare, the table tents will be there with a little QR code, and you can just scan the QR code. It'll take you right over to our PayPal account, and you can make a donation that way. We would greatly appreciate it, and so would everybody else that we send the checks to. Guys, that was way over my 2 minutes. I'm so excited to be here. That's probably why I'm rambling on. I'm going to go ahead and end this thing. I hope this worked. I hope it kicked ass. I hope you had a lot of fun, because I sure as hell know I did. You guys, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. My name is Christopher Glenn with Bottleshare, and we brew hope.